Hi, my name's Eliza and I'm officially putting myself on a book buying ban. Sort of. Collecting books is my Achilles heel and I have far too many sitting sadly on my shelves. Well, right now it's actually my floor, but you get the idea. I love discovering new stories and expanding my knowledge. But when it comes to buying and collecting books, I've gone a bit bananas. For the data lovers out there, I recently discovered that 75% of the books I own I haven't read yet. And I own a lot. I'm gonna change that statistic. Part of me is definitely thinking, ooh, pretty cover. And the other part of me is thinking about the kind of person I will be after I read this book. More clever, more worldly, more well-read, more empathetic. And whilst there's nothing really wrong with that, it shouldn't be the driving force behind me picking up a book. Comparatively, when I go thrifting or look at little street libraries for books, I enjoy the thrill of the hunt. And getting books secondhand is a more affordable, satisfying hobby than buying a new book every time you want to read something. I want to focus on reading the books that really interest me while also minimizing the amount of books that I own that I don't read and stopping unnecessary accumulation for the sake of it out of habit. I really want my bookshelves to reflect my taste in books, which I think they don't right now because most of them I haven't read. So that when my friends come over and ask me about books on my shelves, my answer isn't just going to be, haven't read it yet. So now, onto the plan. To balance making this achievable while also not too rigid, I'm setting a simple rule. For every 3 books I read, I can buy a new book. But now I'm going to say it includes buying any book, whether it's secondhand or new. I might play around with that and change it up later depending what is or isn't working, but for now, that's how it's going to be. The 3 books I read can be from my own physical collection or Kindle, which would obviously be ideal, or they can also be borrowed from friends or borrowed from the library, because I still want to enjoy reading wildly and not be fully limited to just the books that I own. After I've read 3 books and I have my book credit to buy 1 new book, I don't have to do that straight away. After I've read 6 books, I can pick up 2 new books. After I've read 12 books, I can pick up 4 new books and so on. It doesn't have to be immediately after I've finished 3. I'm optimistic that this will help me with buying books that I want to read sooner rather than later. There's also no dollar limit. So if I want to spend my book credit on a really nice edition of a book I've been wanting to read for ages, like Dracula, which there's so many editions of, then that's fine too. It could be a $2 thrifted book, or it could be a $40 special edition. It's not so much about the money itself, it's about the having of things and the wanting to get things that I'm trying to readjust through my actions. There's also a second rule regarding street libraries. I love them, but I've definitely become a bit of a book hoarder because I'm a magpie and I go, oh, that sounds good, oh, that sounds good, oh, that sounds good. And it's getting a bit greedy. It's giving Ebenezer Scrooge holding on to things. And I don't want to do that. So I'm allowed to look and browse street libraries because it does bring me joy, but I'm limited to just 1 a week, which sounds like a lot. Some weeks I'll pick up none. The other weeks, max 1. And that doesn't roll over. If I see 2 books I love at once, I can only choose 1. And if it's gone the next week when I go to look for it, too bad. Plus, it'll encourage me to, when I'm looking at street libraries, think, is this just a book I could get at the library instead? To free up some space, I'm going to be unhauling, and I've already started this process, unhauling books that I think I will not be reading soon or ever, or ones that I know the library has and I don't feel connected to my copy, so I can let it go. I can put my unhauled books back into circulation by putting them into street libraries, donating to op shops, giving them to friends. I've even considered having like a separate little box so that when friends come over, I'll be like, if you want to take any of these books, go for it, because it's giving generous. It's giving sharing is caring, because I want other people to enjoy them. There's no point in me holding on to things that I'm never, ever, ever gonna use. This isn't about depriving myself of things that bring me joy or having nice things, because the things themselves aren't the issue, it's the mindset about it. For me, this challenge is about reading with intention, enjoying what I already have and being grateful for it, and breaking my own cycle of overconsumption that I've fallen into. I get to do more of what I love, which includes thrifting and street libraries and supporting small businesses, which I also want to buy these books that I choose from independent bookshops. And I'm excited, I feel motivated because it feels more sustainable and like I'm the one in control, not some weird scarcity mindset. And I think my bookshelves will slowly start to reflect my taste a little bit more. Like and subscribe to follow my progress, and let me know if you've been in a similar situation or done a low buy or no buy challenge yourself. You could also tell me if you've saved up for a nice edition of a particular book and what it was, because I'd love to know. Thanks for joining me yet again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.